Hi, this is Jana and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're having, let's see, there's so many names for it. Potato casserole, hash brown casserole, funeral potatoes up north. But we've got a 30 ounce, 1 pound, 14 ounce, 30 ounce bag of frozen hash browns. And so we pop those right in the bowl. This is so fast, perfect to do before you go to church. And then I've got a 16 ounce carton of French onion sour cream dip. If you hear that tone, it's letting you know my sheets are clean in the washer and ready to go in the dryer.
Keeping it real.
Our noise canceling headphones.
Microphone. Microphone.
Yeah, I have some of those noise canceling headphones too. Noise canceling microphones do help. 1 cup of milk. There you go, Erin. 1 stick of butter melted. There you go, Erin. I've got, now the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of freshly diced onion, but historically in my family we use 2 tablespoons of dried onion and we kind of like it. And so I add more than that. It's like a 1/4 cup. And then 1 can of cream of chicken soup. I have a spatula right here. What did I do with it? There it is. I probably set it out and then I put it back. So typical. There we go. Look at this. It's such a strange combination for a side dish, but this is classic. This has been around for decades. But my twist on it is using the French onion chip dip. And it's so good. And then the other thing is, once I get it all mixed, sometimes I add a little bit more cream or milk, whatever, because I like mine to have a little bit of moisture to them. You can make this your way, make it what your family likes, put in things that your family likes. Use sour cream if that's what you have and your family doesn't like that extra onion. You can leave out the onion. You can add in ham, diced ham. You can add in some rotisserie chicken left over. You can do whatever you want to do. Now I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add in a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Just like that. And guess what? It's ready to put into my greased casserole dish. Make sure you grease it. If you don't want to use Pam, that's fine. Use butter or one of your favorite oils. Just make sure everything gets into every bite.
How about bacon grease?
Great idea. You can use bacon grease. You can also add bacon. Erin had the idea, she goes, can you put bacon in these? I'm like, yep, you can if you want to.
Just for like protein's sake.
There you go, right. Well, and who doesn't like bacon, right, Erin?
Yeah.
And so I've got some room temperature butter, and I'm just gonna butter up my dish. Got spoon marks in my casserole there.
Wear and tear.
That's right, because we use them, don't we, Erin?
Oh, yes.
I could probably get out my barkeeper's friend and clean that up. All right, so I've got a greased casserole. Just that simple. And now I'm going to add in now some people at this stage add in some shredded cheese. Our family, we like to add the cheese to the top right before it's done, and then we're going to add corn flakes to it as well to the top. There we go. And I knew I was going to make this today, and so I put my hash browns in the refrigerator overnight so that they were, cold, but stayed cold, but thawed. And that's really helps them to not have to bake so long. But if you're going to go to church, use them frozen, because that way it's not going to over bake. I like the crispy on the edges anyway, even if it does over bake. That's a family favorite. So we will be back after these are about 90% done to put our cheese and our corn flakes on top. And I'm going to bake them in 375 oven. Okay, we're back. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes. And it was done. I had other things in the oven, so it took a little bit longer than it normally does. But you can see we like ours with a little crisp on the edges, because that's what you get with that butter. It's not burned. And now I've got an 8-ounce block of cheddar cheese that I had grated. I like to use the block because it doesn't have the cellulose in it. And this is, like I said, if your family likes it in the potatoes, go ahead, stir it into the potatoes instead of on top. That is absolute, whatever your family likes, okay? We have a cheese family. They love the cheese. Okay, next, I have 2 cups of corn flakes that I crushed in a Ziploc. And I've got 1 stick of butter. I know that's a lot of butter. You can put half that much in if you dare, but I like my potatoes.
You'll love these crispies though.
Oh gosh, that's our favorite. Because extra butter just makes it extra yummy. Then I shake up the bag. Just like that. This is a great project to get your kids in the kitchen helping. Oh, I forgot to turn my timer off. Turn off timer. There we go. And get that all shook up. Sorry. Aaron just made a face at me. Sorry. I grew up with Elvis.
It's all good.
Okay, and so then you take those and spread them on top. I made these for a friend who's, and I did them in the roast. You can do them in a crock pot too. But she did, she wanted her kids' wedding. They were pork producers, and so they had big amounts of pork, and so they had someone cook the pork for them, and then I did roasters of these Hashbrown Casserole, funeral potatoes, whatever you want to call them, for their children's wedding. And they were absolutely wonderful. And so I'm adding a little salt and pepper. Keep that savory part to that sweet cereal. It's semi-sweet. It's not overly sweet. It just makes it, doesn't it, Erin? Mm-hmm. That's my home ground pepper, so I saw there was 1 peppercorn went in there. I never can get them all. So I'm not going to touch this with my bare hands. I'm going to grab my pot holders, pop it back in the oven for about 10 minutes or until it's golden on top, and we will be back. Okay, we are back. Today I made a complete meal. I made the hash brown casserole. I made the green bean casserole, and I made a ham that's a Black Forest ham, and it's all ready to go. And so I'm going to serve us up. And so get some of our, look at those crunchy, delicious potatoes. See how crunchy that is on top? And the cheese. And see, I like that. We all fight over those nice crispy edges, but if you don't like those, that's okay. We love them. And then I've got our green bean casserole over here. And we like it crunchy and crispy too. The green bean casserole will be in a separate video.
I'll add a link to it and put in the description bar.
Yes. And get our ham.
I had to run a quick errand earlier, and when I walked back in, oh my goodness, you could smell the potatoes. It was amazing.
And the green beans with the onions on top.
That too. All of them smell delicious.
Yes, and she said, oh Mom, the aroma is wonderful in here. Thank you for stopping by Jana's Kitchen. These are all fall foods, and boy, it is time for some fall meals, but you can make this year round. It's just that it's a nice day to run the oven. Thank you for stopping by.